Greetings, yogis and yoginis. Elizabeth Scala here from Living Sublimely Well here in the yoga studio. No students today. Just going to do a short practice with you all. Today we are going to use a strap. So if you've got something handy that you can use as a strap, whether it's a yoga strap, a necktie, a belt from pants, or a bathrobe. I always keep my blocks handy. I like to sit on a yoga block for the breathing practices, and I also use the blocks as an extension of myself when need be. So while you're gathering your supplies, I'll just share with you our medical disclaimers. I am not your healthcare professional, so if you have any restrictions placed upon you from a healthcare provider, honor those. So honor your body, honor your body's needs. In the moment, I can't see you through this video, so if there's any poses or postures or any of the exercises we do that causes sharp, shooting, fiery pain, please back out of that, sit quietly, breathe, and wait for the next pose. All right, so hopefully you've gathered your supplies. We're going to start with a breathing exercise today that's called alternate nostril breathing. It's just as it sounds. We're going to actually inhale and exhale through either sides of the nose. So before we begin, you may want to grab a tissue and see if you can get those nostrils clear. If you're not able to breathe through the nose today, then just sit and breathe quietly, and then you can join us when we get to the stretches. So finding an easeful seat, a gentle seat, whether it's cross-legged with the legs out front, any which way that you can sit comfortable, as well as tall through the spine. So let's pull that flesh out from the sits bones, grounding the sits bones to the surface that's beneath them. Sitting long through the spine, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, tucking the chin ever so slightly and pulling the crown of the head towards the ceiling. So for this breathing practice, we're actually going to take the right hand and use the right thumb to press on the right nostril and the right forefinger to press on the left nostril. So go ahead and press the right thumb into the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Press the left nostril closed while opening the right side. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Rest the right closed. Open the left. Exhale through the left side. Inhale on the left side, rest the left side closed, opening the right. Exhale on the right. Inhale through the right side, close the right, open the left. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, close the left, open the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale through the left. Go ahead and practice for several rounds at the pace of your breathing. And release the hand to the lap or at your side. Returning to naturally breathing in and out of the nose. Lovely job. So from here, you can either keep the eyes closed if that's cozy, or you can blink them open. Choice is yours. And Let's go ahead and tuck the chin down towards the chest, dropping the gaze towards the floor. And with the inhale, lifting the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale, dropping chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the left ear towards the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest, looking down. Inhaling the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhaling, chin to chest, looking down towards the floor. Inhaling the left ear to the left shoulder. So go ahead and keep going with these half circles at the pace of your breathing. Loosening through the neck, the shoulders, and upper back. Inhaling to lift the ear towards the shoulder. And exhaling to dip the chin towards the chest. You're doing great, yogis. Following the pace of your breathing. Inhaling to lift the ear towards the shoulder. And exhaling to dip the chin towards the chest. Taking one more round in each direction. And when you've completed, dipping the chin towards the chest, and then lifting the gaze, lifting the head back up to neutral, looking forwards. Great job. Let's inhale the shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, sliding them down the back. Inhale, lifting the shoulders. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale to lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. You can stay just like this, rolling at the shoulders. And if you like, you can bring the hands into it as well. And the arms, making circles. Inhaling the shoulders, hands and arms up, exhaling back down. Loosening through the neck, the shoulders, the upper back. Linking the movements with the breath. And the next time we come down, let's pause. We're going to go the opposite way. Inhaling those shoulders up and forwards. Exhaling down. Inhaling the shoulders up and forwards. Exhaling down. And again, as before, you can stay just with the shoulder roll, if that's enough in this moment for you. Or alternatively, perhaps adding in hands and arms as well, making those circles in the forward direction. Inhaling up and exhaling back down. Following the pace of your breathing, linking the movement to the breath. So perhaps you are going faster than me. Perhaps you're going slower. Going at the pace of your breathing. Wonderful job. And this time lowering down. Excellent. And the final posture we'll do here is let's take our feet out in front of us. Soles of the feet coming together, making that diamond shape with the legs, so the knees are out to either side. Sit long and tall through the spine, uprighted posture, and let's bring our hands to the upper part of our shins, just below the knees, And tilting at the hips, hinging forwards at the hips, start walking the hands down the shins. And eventually, when you can't forward fold with that flat back anymore, rounding down through the spine, dropping the crown of the head towards the floor. Let the top of the head hang heavy. Let gravity just pull the crown of the head towards the feet. There should be no tension in the neck, no tension in the shoulders or upper back. The head hangs heavy, pulling down towards the floor in butterfly pose. Beautiful job, everyone. Just as gently as we came in, let's slowly start walking the hands up the legs, rounding up through the spine, and eventually the last thing to lift is the head, coming back to an uprighted seat. All right, so we're gonna make our way to standing now. We're gonna do a couple rounds of sun salutations to warm and energize. So if you'd like to, you can swing around to hands and knees. And then let's tuck the toes under, coming to the balls of our feet. So we're resting towards our heels. We're just gonna stretch through the bottoms of our feet here for a moment. Couple breaths just like this. Excellent. Noticing one foot versus the other. One feels tighter or looser, or perhaps they feel about the same. And let's bring our hands in front of our knees to the mat. Untuck those toes and come to standing in a standing forward fold. So the feet are about hip-width distance apart. The knees are loose, never locking any joints. The arms can hang heavy in front of us. Crown of the head also dangling towards the floor. And let's bring the hands to the legs, walking the hands up the legs and slowly rounding up through the spine, coming all the way up to standing. All right, here we are. We're gonna take one step back for the view. So as I said, we'll just do a couple rounds of modified sun salutes to warm and energize the body here. So the feet are about hip-width distance apart. We're loose through our knees, so they're not bent a lot, but we're also not locking any of our joints out. The arms will dangle with the palms facing forwards. Relax the shoulders down the back, tucking the chin, pulling the crown of the head to the sky, standing long and tall, stable and steady here in mountain posture. Excellent. Let's bring a few gentle movements in here now. So we'll inhale the arms out to the side and up towards the sky. Exhale, separate the palms, lead with the chest, swan dive to a forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lift head and shoulders, gazing at the mat. Exhale to forward fold, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, swooping all the way up to standing. And exhaling, hands to heart center. So we'll take it a little bit quicker going forward. Inhaling out and up. Exhale, swan diving to forward fold. Inhale the hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, coming all the way up to standing. Exhaling, palms to heart center. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, hands to shins, flat back. Exhaling, release the hands, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, coming all the way up. Exhaling, palms to heart center. Inhaling out and up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the palms out and upwards. Exhale, lead with the chest, forward fold. Inhale, the hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, standing all the way up. Exhaling, palms to heart center. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, coming up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling out and up with the palms. Exhale, separate the hands, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, coming up. Exhale, the palms to heart center. Inhaling, the arms out and upwards. Exhale, lead with the chest, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, release to forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. One more time. Inhaling, the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, the hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. And exhale, the palms to heart center. Let's release the hands, dangling the palms forwards at our sides. Tucking the tail, bringing belly button to spine. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Lifting the crown of the head. And noticing the physical body. Noticing the breath. Notice any sensations, heat, energy, tingling, or anything else at all. Excellent job, yogis. Let's release this posture, and we're going to head down to our mats, lying on our backs, using our strap here to stretch the legs. So grab a hold of whatever strap you have found for yourself. Lie all the way the length of your mat on your back. And before we move, just notice the heels, the backs of the legs, the tail, the full length of the back, shoulders, and the back of the head. Let's bend the right knee, lassoing that strap around the right foot, and use the full length of the strap as you lift the right foot towards the ceiling. The right knee can be bent as much or as little as you like, but just careful not to lock the knee joint. Relax the backs of the arms, the shoulders, the triceps, all the way to the elbows on the floor so they're not lifting up in space. And then once you're situated, you can start walking your hands up the length of the strap, pulling that right foot closer towards the face. The leg may shake or tremor just a bit. It's totally normal. Breathing deeply here into the leg, into the stretch. Inhaling into the body. Exhale, releasing, letting go. Let's pass the strap to our right hand now and let that right foot and right leg open out to the right side. So careful that the left leg, the back of the left leg, the back of the left glute, our back side, stays in contact with the mat. If the left leg is lifting off at all, then we've stretched the right leg a little bit too far out to the side. I like to take my hand, so my left hand, and place it on my left hip, just to make sure that that leg stays down in place. And breathing deeply here. Sending the breath right to the stretch. Inhaling right to where you feel a stretch sensation in the body. And exhale, relaxing the muscles, releasing tension. So let's bring the belly button towards the spine using our core muscles to lift that right foot back up towards the ceiling. Once you're in the middle, pass the strap to the left hand now and let that right foot and right leg float to the left side. So the legs are coming into a twist. Now the right glute, the right half of your backside may lift off the mat. That's fine. Just make sure that the right shoulder does still stay in contact with the floor. If the right shoulder is starting to lift, then you've taken the twist through the legs just a little bit too far. And now as before, breathing right into the stretch. Slow and even deep breaths through the nose. Inhaling to the base of the spine. Exhaling to the crown of the head. And tightening through the abdominal muscles by drawing the belly button towards the spine. Use that core strength to lift the right foot back up towards the ceiling. Let's bend the right knee. Release the strap from the right foot and let the right foot and leg float down to the mat, meeting the left. So both legs are laying long on the mat. Notice the right side, notice the left. Make any little adjustments you need to make sure the whole back body is flat to the mat. And when you're ready, let's bend through the left knee, securing that strap around the left foot. And when it's in place, lifting the left foot towards the ceiling, using that full length of strap so that the backs of the arms can rest on the floor. And when you're ready, walking the hands up the strap just a bit, pulling that left foot towards the face. The left knee can be bent as much as you like or want. Breathing deeply here into the stretch. Excellent job. Let's take the strap and hand it over to our left hand, letting that left foot and leg open out to the left side now. Careful that the whole back, the back side, our tail, the right leg stays glued to the floor. Maybe taking that hand to the right hip to make sure it does not lift off. Breathing deeply, inhaling right into the stretch, and with the exhale, releasing tension, relaxing muscles. Engaging the core strength, drawing the belly button towards the spine. Let's lift that left foot back up to the ceiling.
And then hand the strap to our right hand, letting the left foot and leg float now to the right side, coming into a twist through the legs. The left glute, the left side of our tail can lift off the mat. Just make sure that the left shoulder does still stay in contact with the floor. And deep breaths all the way to the base of the spine. Inhaling into the stretch. Exhaling, releasing tension, letting go. Let's engage the abdominal muscles, drawing that foot back up towards the ceiling. And once there, bending the left knee, releasing the strap from the foot, and letting the foot and leg lengthen down onto the mat so both legs are long. Noticing the left side, noticing the right, and just squaring the whole back body in contact with the mat. So the last move we'll do here is a core strengthening exercise. We'll do this before Shavasana. So we'll work with some bicycle legs here. So let's bend both knees, bring both soles of the feet to the mat. And then lift the feet off the mat so that the shins and calves, the lower legs, are parallel to the floor. We're going to take our hands towards our ears and lift the head and shoulders off the mat. And then we'll bring the right elbow towards the left knee as the right leg extends long. Then we'll switch, bringing left elbow to right knee as the left leg extends long. So switch, alternating between one side and the other, bringing that knee towards the elbow, keeping the belly muscles tight. The core muscles are engaged. The abdominals are tight. Breathing here. Good core workout. Exercising our core. Strengthening our core. One more time on each side. Excellent job. Let's release, letting the head and shoulders come down. The feet float to the mat. That's a good workout. Let's just rock the knees side to side. Releasing any tension out of the hips, the low back, giving that belly a break. And finally, bringing the knees back up to center, preparing for Shavasana. So let's extend the legs long. Let the pinky toes flop towards the lower corners of the mat. Lift at the hips to tuck the tail, sliding it down, and lifting at the chest to slide those shoulders down the back. You can extend the arms out just a little ways away from the body with the palms facing the ceiling. Or you can place a hand on the belly, a hand on the lower chest, whatever is comfortable for the hands and arms. The invitation is to close the eyes or just take a soft gaze to the ceiling. Notice the back of the head, the shoulders, the middle back and low back, the tail, the backs of the thighs, the calves, and the heels. You scan the body from head to toe. If you find any tension, any tightness, breathe into that space, and with the exhale, release it. Relax the muscles, letting go. And for just a few moments, let the mind be still, let the body rest. taking a few moments of quiet relaxation. Go ahead and gently begin to wiggle the toes. Bring small movements to the fingers. And gradually allowing these movements to grow up the arms, up the legs, just awakening and reconnecting with the physical body. Gently let the knees bend, bringing the soles of the feet to the mat. And taking your time, when you're ready, rolling on to the right side, cradling the head and the right arm, and resting for a moment on the right. Go ahead and start pressing the hands into the floor, lifting the torso. Gradually bringing yourself back to any seated position of your choosing. Resting the hands in the lap or on the thighs. And with the inhale, taking the hands out to the side, up to the sky. Exhaling the palms together to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. It has been a pure joy and such an honor to facilitate this practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And thank you, yogis, for joining me for this virtual and abbreviated yoga practice. This is our yoga studio here at Living Sublimely Well, so we would love to welcome you to an in-person class. The link to sign up will be in the comments section below. And if you're not in the state of Maryland, if you're not in the area of Whitehall or the Hereford zone as we call it here in Baltimore County, and would like to explore working with me and practicing yoga virtually, there are also opportunities for one-on-one client work. So take a look at that as well. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button or share a comment, or pass the video along to a friend, a family member, a coworker, or even a neighbor who might need a little bit of breathing and stretching in their lives. All right, we'll see you next time. Take good care. Thank you all.